Giants, or on Serbian, Div, were imagined to be enormous stature and incredible strength. Divovi are old demons who have been banished and despised by people from all over the place where the new divine noumena has taken root, long on its way to be eliminated and forgotten. Veselin Čajkanović. During this explanation, people believed that Divovi were hiding in inaccessible forests and caves, that they were as tall as mountain, and that their stupidity was boundless, and that for this reason they were deceived in most folk tales, just as the devil and the wolf would be deceived in the similar way. But they were also considered to be builders and great lovers, and that giant women are more beautiful than villas, which also coincides with the belief of the Germanic people and their gods, such as the construction of the wall of Asgard, where the Asir fraudulently used the skill of the giant, or when one Freyr fell in love with the giantess Grettir, and for her gave away his sword that would cost him his life. But there are other examples. But unlike Germanic people, the Slavs imagined giants, but not always with one eye, similarly as the Old Greek Cyclops. The Southern Slavs were especially under the influence of Greek culture, but we can also say that the Russian forest demons were also imagined with one eye, and we can also accept one eye in the constellation of cosmic heavenly bodies like Sun and the Moon, which older people accepted as deities. Among the Slavs who accepted Islam, they also had one-eyed mythological being of gigantic stature, called Doghead or Psoglavi, who they imagined as half dog, half man with one eye, who were believed to be carrion eaters, and they lived near the cemeteries and bloody battlefields. And the dogheads, even if they are mythological creatures of Muslim culture and origin, today they are best known from Gothic and cosmic horror prose, also known as ghouls. The Div is an old and forgotten deity of the Indo-European culture, from which we can extract the words for the deity of most people, like Old Persian Dev, Indian Deva, Latin Divus or Deus. But among the southern Slavs, everything that is wild or divya belongs to the Div, such as the wildlife or divjach, or wilderness, or divljina, from which they got their name. According to legend, Div became in an unusual way. The husband and wife were childless, so they went to a mountain and found a spring there. The woman drank water from the spring and became pregnant. She had a son and named him Div. The child grew strong and voracious and went into the world. On the way, it encountered an iron driver who ransacked a cart with iron. He helped the driver lift the cart, and the driver gave him the iron from which the Div made an axe. Later Div encountered another cart that was attacked by wolves. The wolves ate both oxen, so the Div cut the two wolves and harnessed them to the cart. Going his way, the Div reaches a watermill, where he is attacked by ghosts, but he defeats them all with his axe. But the giant's eye catches a stone wheel that turns by itself. He is amazed because he has never seen such a thing. He approaches the stone and tries to kiss it, but the stone was turning and wounded his face. And then the giant fell ill and disappeared on his way. It was said among the people that in the distant past people were big and strong, and that their maidens carried stone tombstones in their aprons, and that they built houses from the giant bones. In the Bosnian village there is an old giant cemetery, Mramorje, and it is said that giants lived in the village. It is believed that the giants tore down the iron gate near the Jerdap on the Danube River. So the god killed them with an arrow. The giant was the wolf or Vuk Mahniti, and he built mountains around Montenegro. The giant turns into a wild animal and then lives in a pit and visits mills and crossroads. But there are also legends about giants in the modern age. People say that they have come across huge bones in a certain caves that disappeared under mysterious circumstances. I personally heard that the Slot Cave near the village of Slot near Bor had such bones, which later disappeared. Legends about giants or Div are still alive in people's imagination, in the form of myths, urban legends, interesting stories, and beautiful fairy tales. I hope you like this video. Goodbye and see you in the next one.